Returning to my channel Coinceras. Anyone in possession of XRP must pay close attention to this data. I feel forced to bring this up because it has to do with a contemporary event that happened in May of this year, Ethereum, Rio, 2024. Reiterating it serves no purpose. We will discuss the significance of XRP and Ethereum shortly, and then we will get to it. Ripple is aiming for big things in Brazil. Major updates regarding the cryptocurrency in Brazil are on the horizon. If you want to know how to invest in Brazil's tokenized economy, read the page down below. An EVM-compatible new grant scheme is now live on the XRP blockchain and is targeting the Brazilian market. In this case, we have waves that are intended to cause quite a commotion in Brazil. A large Brazilian bank, Xbank, and Right Travel are already under their control. XRP ledger interoperability with EVMs is a big focus which we'll get into, and the new rewards program is also focused at the Brazilian market, which they've been targeting for a while. Ethereum today, Brazil will make a very important statement. Here we have XRP, a decentralized platform that securely connects the XRP ledger mainnet to the EVM side chain. Axelar connections are used. I beg you all to check out my most recent Axel video in case you missed it. Here is the breakdown of the XRP ledger as it ties to the EVM side chain. I will go into more detail on Axelar later on, so don't worry if you don't want me to. In the middle, on the safe bridge, you can find Axelar. This is noteworthy since XRP, the gas token, is still the focal point of the EVM side chain. After then, you may start to see some of the other important details. Additionally, Pierce shared this. Yesterday at Ethereum Brazil, Ethereum, Repo, Steb, product lead, and Pierce's CEO took the stage to announce the upcoming debut of the EVM side chain for the XRP ledger as well as the recent deal with FMOS.org. In this case, there are a few of unseen developments that I'd like to highlight. That picture isn't new, and I must admit that I'm not that impressed with the rest of them either. There are EVM opportunities on the back end. Developers can use the native coin XRP to launch dApps on the third biggest blockchain by market cap, an EVM-compatible chain. We are offering 100,000 users Joe 60,000 Uniswap Bitcoins and 83,000 AVI. With a market valuation of over 400 million, our users are enthusiastically engaging with more than 40,000 dApps that connect with 700,000 EVM blockchains. The sheer magnitude of these figures, 100 million users and still going strong, is staggering. A market worth of 400 billion, that's absolutely ridiculous. With almost 40,000 dApps, that is a critical statistic. This is also the basis for the expansion of 700 plus EVM blockchains at the moment. Be mindful that Axelar is the driving force behind this. Here is where I think things are going to become interesting surrounding Axelar and their collaboration with JP Morgan and a few others. For example, this platform supports the Oasis Pro and Apollo Provenance blockchains. Conversely, Axelar is becoming popular very rapidly. Also, in 2023, Axelar and Microsoft declared their intention to collaborate on Web 3.0, which would be more intelligent and connected, and to embrace new types of transactions through the use of blockchain technology. This took place in April of 2023 and involves Axelar. This primarily consists of Axelar. Indeed, this holds true for every facet of interdependent finance. It would appear that Axelar is making an effort to construct Web3 by linking all chains and TradFi in the area. In this regard, keep an eye on Axelar. I have faith that he will emerge as a major player. Nonetheless, the video gives a quick rundown of the EVM side chain and why it's important. I will now discuss the EVM side chain, which may prove to be the most significant application of the XRP ledger. Examine this with each of ours. I think one of the most valuable things we have is the expectation that we will retain a stellar reputation. Mark, you're pierced, take 1. The XRP ledger might experience a surge in users and value comparable to his predictions if this happens. This is true, we could see it for ourselves if we came over here. The events that transpired last year started in September. This post is made by me and is part of the EVM sidechain. There are a lot of great concepts floating around right now for the XRP ledger, as I mentioned in my last piece. An eagerly anticipated proposal, the XLS30D, has finally been finalized. It introduced the M on the XRP ledger. Recall that the EVM sidechain, as displayed in XLS30, provides access to over 100 million wallets and much more besides. This is especially exciting for everyone who has XRP in their possession. These side chains can significantly aid in development, adoption, and expansion. In a perfect world, XRP's value would be infinitely rising due to the demand it generates and the dozens of active use cases on the blockchain. Developers will have access to 100 million plus individual wallets, and the EVM is compatible, portable, interoperable, cheaper, and has a bigger user base, all of which will make it easier for Web 3.0 apps to acquire mass adoption. Additionally, information is also included on the XRP ledger. Good news for XRP, additional dApps will be produced as a result of increased usage of the cryptocurrency by both users and developers. Use the most extensive collection of standardized libraries and tools on the left side of the page to learn about, create, and launch smart contracts and decentralized applications dApps. Seriously, this is huge. In addition to the statistics team and the executive summary, the XRP ledger is in the hands of tens of thousands of programmers. Just because they are uncommon doesn't mean there aren't a few. Even though the market was poor in 2022, 61,000 new developers joined the EVM that year. Digital tokens are also accessible. The fact that the XRP ledger probably has less than 500 dApps and yet more than 37,000 dApps rely only on Polygon is ridiculous. This means that all 25 top dApps with higher TVL are included in the EVM-compatible chains. Given the seriousness of the problem, it should be noted that it could cause an influx of transactions on the XRP ledger through the EVM sidechain. As time goes on, I think a lot of people will realize how big this is. So there's that. Additionally, you'll find libraries here. Another way of looking at it is that Ethereum has incredibly high weekly downloads, 1 million or more. When you think about how there are about 18,000 entries on the XRP ledger, you can appreciate the significance. Zoom boasts over 134,000 users, whereas MetaMask boasts 30 million wallets. The results are thus definitive, once again. However, what comes next, also disclosed on June 12, was the EVM sidechain, which is also called the Axelar Bridge. Personally, I think this gives a very thorough analysis of the possible effects on DeFi. Developers will have to employ XRP wrapped in a bridge to link the XRP ledger EVM sidechain to the XRP ledger mainnet. This will pave the way for decentralized finance and the tokenization of physical assets, which in turn will spur innovation and increase the network's usefulness and reach. The gas token's native asset is XRP. Now that this bridge is in place, assets may be effortlessly transferred between the XRP ledger and the EVM sidechain, ensuring compatibility and fast transaction processing. Because it allows developers to take advantage of the greatest parts of both networks, the bridge is crucial. The game is indeed being changed right now by this. On top of that, Axelar may communicate with 64 different blockchains. The fact that it went from 55 to likely well over 60 indicates that this is a serious problem. Additionally, Pierce's and Ripple's engineering teams have been working together to ensure that the XRP Ledger Accelerator is a fully compatible bridge that can integrate wrapped XRP into the XRP Ledger EVM sidechain as a native currency. It is interoperable, ready for production, and has been battle-tested. While the technical team is busy transferring the main bridge to Axelar for the DevNet, we can make out some back-end statistics on Axilla and their growth here on the ground. They even mentioned Microsoft and a few other companies. However, XRP's Ledger and XLS38's future objectives go beyond that. Tokenization and institutional resistance are the most crucial considerations here. Building a strong financial system is one of Ripple's recently announced goals for institutional resistance and the XRP Ledger. Although its integration into the mainnet is dependent on developer interest and validation in the real world, the XLS38 is a valuable tool for creating unique side chains. Everyone is welcome to share their thoughts and collaborate with the group. Our combined efforts will guarantee that the XRP Ledger evolves to meet the needs of its numerous users and encourage new developments. Here on the XRP Ledger, we can see the building blocks of institutional finance, and this is still the most thorough blueprint for it. Their undivided attention is fixed on the XRP Ledger's institutional DeFi ambitions. The announcement from May offers some glimpses into the crucial modifications for institutional DeFi. It also specifies the essential requirements for its realization. I don't know if they mention the bridge in this context, but we are cognizant of the fact that it is a monumental undertaking to establish that ecosystem, and the lack of multi-chain access is going to be a major obstacle to the adoption of many of these chains. For that reason, we think many chains have a bright future ahead of them. Additionally, when thinking about Ethereum, remember that this bridge allows developers to move more freely from Ethereum to other chains, allowing them to build and promote new dApps. All of this starts happening close to Hedera. As an example, think about the announcement of an EVM sidechain. A flood of developers started moving to Hedera to build and market all sorts of products. There are currently over 1,106 protocols available on Ethereum. Those are the addresses that are in use right now. These are live addresses. There have been over 345,000 viewers in the last 24 hours, with over 100 TVLs and almost 13 billion in storage, nearly 79 billion in volume, nearly 2 trillion in fees, and a total of 4.22,000,000,000. Looked viewed as a whole, Ethereum's data consistent coin market cap, fees, revenue, volume, and inflows makes its support obvious. In comparison to TVL, its significance has increased, hasn't it? Additionally, we would like to examine the indicators such as revenue and transactions to determine if there is a connection between the surge in Ethereum activity and the new bridges that could facilitate the migration of some of that activity to other networks. As we watch this future with multiple chains come to life, you'll notice how beneficial it is for some of them. Since the XRP Ledger has lagged behind other chains in terms of growth and adoption for a long time due to its lack of flashiness, a factor that will no longer be an excuse, I believe it will emerge as the clear winner. Therefore, I think this is it. When Bridge finds a way to seize an opportunity, a lot of this will become obsolete. Despite my aversion to the term usurp because it suggests stealing from Ethereum, I do think that the XRP Ledger and XRP will gain from these bridges because of Ethereum's enormous size. On top of that, I'm really looking forward to seeing this bridge progress. I can see that we'll have a favorable influence just by looking at the figures. A subscription and a like would mean the world to me if you enjoyed this video and are interested in seeing more like it.